The hot stove is starting to heat up. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stove Videocast. Today we're going to have our 12th weekly update of the offseason, as we're going to be talking about some Phillies news and some around baseball news. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, a very, very busy week for the Phils. The busiest week by far of the offseason. We bring in Archie Bradley on a one-year, $6 million contract. We also avoided arbitration with several players as well. We're going to get into that. We're going to open up with a discussion about Daniel Murphy. We're also going to be talking about a JT Realmuto offer, talking about Freddie Galvis as well. So we got a lot to cover in this week's weekly update. So let's open up with a discussion about free agent Daniel Murphy. He played the past 2 seasons with the Colorado Rockies. He's a lefty. Which I always bring up how valuable a lefty is in our infield. He would be about off the bench, and I think he'd be a good one. As I said, he's getting towards the end of his career. He's not going to be an everyday player, but I think that bat off the bench like Daniel Murphy could be very, very valuable for this Phillies team. I often bring up, as I keep saying, a lefty bat in our infield. And I think Daniel Murphy would be a perfect fit. He knows this division well, playing with the New York Mets for all those years, spent those 2.5 years with the Washington Nationals, had 2 amazing seasons. His 2016 season and the 2017 season were MVP type years. And then, of course, the 2015 Daniel Murphy, man, that was just amazing. Hitting all those home runs in the NLCS, man. Oh my goodness gracious. That guy hit a home run every single game. Oh my gosh. It just was incredible. Every game he hit a home run. It was just incredible. It's just and I don't know how good he got. I don't know how he got so good. He was a good player, but he just went off in the playoffs. He was every game launching a home run. It just was amazing. But we all know he's not going to be that same player here. He's at a different stage of his career. He's getting older. He's not going to be that same player like he was back in the Nationals days. 2016, 2017. He's not that same player. Ever since he had that bad injury with the Nats in 2018, he went to the Cubs briefly, and then he went to the Rockies, signed that 2-year deal with the Rockies. That injury he had in 2018 really, really set him back, and it seemed like he always was playing catch-up. He's had decent seasons, but nowhere near his peak with the Washington Nationals, nowhere near that peak. But I think Daniel Murphy would be a nice bat off the bench, lefty, as I keep talking about, a lefty batter, and fielder is so valuable. And even if we bring back Didi Gregorius, a guy like Daniel Murphy would still work. So go out and get Daniel Murphy. I think that could work. We're also going to be talking about some good news this week coming from the Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred, who I'm not a fan of in any way. But he came out with some good news this week. He said on Monday that the spring training will likely start on time, and there will be a 162-game season starting on time, and there will be fans. Now, they have not elaborated on how many fans will be allowed in the stadium. I highly doubt that the start of, on opening day on April 1st, there's going to be a, full, 100%, capacity allowed in the stadiums. I highly, highly doubt that. I do think they probably will get to that probably in June. Closer to summer. I do think we will get to that. It will not be immediately, but there will be fans, according to Major League Baseball Commissioner. That is the plan as of now. This is great news. I knew this would probably happen. This is great. And the players are going to get vaccinated, the thing with the union. And the start of the talk of delaying the season was mostly the owners trying to get leverage on trying to get fans in the ballpark. And the players don't want another season of prorated salaries. They don't want it. They're going to get paid 100% of their pay. And they didn't deserve 100% of their pay in 2020 because they didn't play a whole season. They didn't deserve it. How are you going to get paid for, doing 100% of a job if you only do a certain amount of it? They only played 60 games. Why do you deserve full pay? It's just, it's only fair, right? You get paid for the job you do. You don't get paid for the job you don't do. So they don't want another season. They don't want any of that. And the owners want fans. So I knew this was going to probably happen. They're going to get vaccinated as well. So this is great news for Major League Baseball. Full 162-game season starting on time. And, spring training starting on time as well. So this is great news. And, there is a potential concern of the lockout coming possibly. I hope that does not happen in 2022. But we'll cross that bridge once we get there. And also this week, the Phillies, I made a video about it. Please go check it out. The Phillies signed right-handed pitcher Archie Bradley on a one-year, $6 million contract. I went in more depth about it in that video. Please go check it out. Had a 2.95 ERA in 2020. Gets non-tendered by the Reds. Makes absolutely no sense to me. He gets traded over from the Arizona Diamondbacks to the Reds. He gets non-tendered. non-tendered. I mean, it just makes no sense. Sean and I were talking about it, how it makes no sense to have players get non-tendered if you could go out and trade them and get something back for them. Why would you just non-tender them? It makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So the Phillies signed Archie Bradley, 1 year, $6 million contract, in an amazing 2017 campaign, posted a 1.73 ERA. He was unbelievable that year. Hopefully he can replicate that this year. And once again, you can't, I mean, his ERA, is in like the mid-threes, and you can't really look at that because you know what? He started off his career as a starter, and he was not very good. And then they put him in the bullpen, and he succeeded. He succeeded great. And this guy has closing experience. He knows how to close out a ball game. Who knows if he's going to be our closer or not, but he has experience. He might be our closer. I don't think he will because I think we're going to go out and get somebody else. But I think this is a great asset for our bullpen. And I think another guy that could work for us is a guy like Kirby Yates. You see that Liam Hendricks is off the board. He signed with the Chicago White Sox this week. Kirby Yates is still out there. Blake Triton is gone. He went back to the Dodgers. So this market is starting to speed up a little bit. So Archie Bradley, welcome to Philadelphia. I think this is a great signing for the Phils. Really something to bolster a bullpen, but we can't stop here. We have to keep going. We have to keep moving forward. This is a good start. We have to keep going. So welcome to Philadelphia. Some other news. The BCIB, the best catcher in baseball, Jacob Tyler Realmuto, JT Realmuto, offered a 5-year, $100 million contract from the Philadelphia Phillies. And once again, a report came out Friday night. I was actually at a dinner. My birthday is actually coming up in 2 days. Get my license. I'm really excited about that. I'm turning 17. But anyway, the actual report came out. I was so excited about it. I was like, let's go, JT. Because I think this is enough to get him back. Now, the question is, if we offered him, wouldn't you think that he'd accept it by now? Because he's not going to get any more than that. And you saw last spring, he said, I want, 5-6 year deal, $200 million. He is not getting that. He wouldn't get it on a normal market, and he certainly isn't getting it on this virus going on, right? With there's a lot of uncertainty right now. There's no way a team, first of all, even if this stuff wasn't going on, would hand out a 5 to 6 year contract, $200 million to JT Realmuto. I love JT Realmuto. He's a great player. He's a great asset to our team. He's not worth that much, he's not getting that, especially in this climate. There's no way he's getting that contract. There's no way. This is the best he's probably going to get. And the Toronto Blue Jays, they're looking to land a big fish like the George Springer or Marcell Ozuna. I don't think JT Realmuto is their kind of guy. And Tim Kelly tweeted, he said, are the Blue Jays a serious threat for JT Realmuto? Are they a serious threat to the Phils? Are they really going to try to stop the Phils from getting JT Realmuto? So please go check that out. And the Nationals. Technically, they have the space to do it, and that's Region. Who's actually been on been on my show before. His name is Nationals Prime. His name used to be Nationals Prime. Now it's Nats Region. He changed his name. Brandon, if you're listening to this video, which you probably are, you're not getting JT, man. I'm sorry, you just gotta accept the fact. And I don't think Rizzo's ready to go for that. I don't think Nats GM and President Mike Rizzo is willing to go for that. I just don't. He's not known for going out and signing, big name position players. He signed the Strasburgs, he signed the Corbins of the world, the Scherzers. He's not the kind of guy to go out and sign a big name position player. He didn't keep Bryce Harper. He did not keep Anthony Rendon. So I just don't think Realmuto to the Nationals would work. I don't think it's going to happen. Once again, they technically do have the finances to go out and do it. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. So sorry to break it to you, Brandon. I don't think it's going to happen. So JT Realmuto offered a 5-year, $100 million contract. Do I think he will accept this? I do. It's going to be a waiting game. And Realmuto's agents, because they know no one's going to bid higher than this, I highly doubt that. Because I think the Blue Jays are really going to be high on George Springer. I think George Springer is going to be their guy. Marcell Ozuna, George Springer, and don't count the Mets out on one of those two guys too. But that's besides the point I'm trying to make here. The Mets were still in play for JT Realmuto. We would be done. I'd be like, he's gone. Realmuto is going to the Mets. But the Mets got James McCann, so we don't have to worry about that. Thank God. So I think Realmuto, it's going to be a waiting game. The agent's going to be like, hey, the Phillies have a horrible bullpen. If you keep waiting this long, we're going to go out and get a bullpen, and we're going to take the money we would have spent on you and go out and sign a bullpen. And Realmuto's agent is probably going to be like, hey, we got to sign this deal before they do that. We have to, because we're jeopardizing something right now. We have a chance to lose this offer, and Realmuto is not getting more than that. No way the Nationals will give it to him. Mike Rizzo will not give him that, and the Blue Jays, They're not going to give him that either, I don't think. No way the Blue Jays are willing to give him that either. I just don't see that happening. I really don't. They do have money to spend. They definitely do. You can bring up that point. And the Angels are officially out after they signed Kurt Suzuki to a one-year contract. Kurt Suzuki, former Washington National, spent the past 2 seasons with the Nats. Now he goes to the Los Angeles Angels, But the Jays, I definitely think, they're still in the mix. I think the Jays are the only team that concern me a little bit. I do think once they get George Springer, hopefully, I think that'll take them out of the running. I think the Nats I don't really think they're a big threat either. So JT to the Phillies. I do think it will happen. I'm still thinking about, down the line. It's probably not going to be for a little while. So hold your horses, everyone. Buckle in. It's going to be a bumpy road. We will get JT back. The Phillies agreed to a $1 million deal with top catcher on the international market, Rocco Perez, and they also agreed to a $1.4 million deal with outfielder Yamil Flores. So some international signings that took place this week, and the beautiful thing about this is Philly Sports Content brought this up. He said, you know what, the beautiful thing about this is I think we will get JT back. Once JT is done, then this guy's going to be ready. Perez, I think, he's going to be ready. So that's the beautiful thing about this. So some Niner moves made this week. The Phillies also have expressed interest in right-handed free agents. Anibal Sanchez, former Washington Nationals, spent the past 2 seasons with the Nats, was a nice part in their 2019 World Series championship. He's getting older, though. That's the thing. I think a guy like Cole Hamels would work as well. I'd much rather have a lefty, though. That's the only thing I don't really love about Anibal Sanchez. But he's older. I don't really love that. But if we did get him, we could sign him. I'd much rather have him than Vince Velasquez. I can guarantee you that. I'd much rather have Anibal Sanchez than Vince Velasquez. I mean, there's no question. So if either Sanchez or Velasquez, I think we all know Sanchez would be much better. So hopefully we could do that. The Phillies have also been in contact with free agent shortstop, old friend Freddie Galvis, former Philly. Spent up. I believe he was here from 2012 to 2017. We traded him to the San Diego Padres in 2018. December 2017, spent the 18 season with the Padres. Was a free agent, signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. We had a very, very brief time there. He was traded to the Cincinnati Reds. Spent the past year and a half there. I'll never forget when he hit that ball to center field. Adam Hazley, I think he robbed him a home run, right? Wasn't that back in 2019? That was pretty acrobatic, but... yeah, I think Freddie Galvis will work. He's a switch hitter. He's been on the left side of the plate. I think Freddie Galvis will be a very good fit here. He knows this ballpark well. I think on a 1-year deal of a bridge for Bryson Scott, I think it could work. I really, really do. And the Phillies have also been in contact with Didi Gregorius. I think we're going to get Didi back. I've said in my free agent prediction video, I said I don't think we're going to be able to afford both, but I think we will. Both Realmuto and Gregorius, I think we will, because I think they're both going to fall in our lap because the market for them is so weak. It's so weak. I do think we'll get another shortstop. I do think it's either going to be Galvis or Gregorius. And I think we're going to get Realmuto back. So very, very busy week for the Phils. Archie Bradley, welcome to Philadelphia. Please go out and get a guy like Kirby Yates or someone as well. And a few days ago, I misspoke. I said the Mets signed Brad Hand. They're in very deep talks with Brad Hand. They did not sign him. Ken Rosenthal kind of fooled me a little bit. That was my fault, though. I'm not gonna make any excuses and blame it all on Ken Rosenthal. And also Ken Giles. Still out there as well. You will not have him for 2021, but you will have him for 2022 because he will miss most of the 2021 season, probably all of the 2021 season. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies House, Instagram, TikTok, at Alfred Instagram, call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshouse@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. A very, very busy week for the Phils. Sign JT, the BCIB. Go out and sign Didi. Stack up this bullpen, Dombrowski. And apparently he went out to go visit Realmuto in Oklahoma before Christmas. So that's another good news. So he did go out and visit him. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm Luke, and I will talk to y'all later. I'll see you.